Hi, it's Emma. And before we start, let me tell you something I don't usually say on camera. I used to freeze on the phone too. In English, I mean. Years ago, back when I was still learning, my hands would actually get cold every time the phone rang, and I knew it might be someone speaking English. I'd let it ring. Once, twice, 3 times. Then I'd pick up and my brain would just blank. Nothing there. I knew grammar, I knew hundreds of words, but my mouth refused to cooperate, like it had a mind of its own. Kind of like my cat, actually, who understands dinner time perfectly, but pretends she doesn't the second I need her to move off my laptop. So today we're fixing exactly that. Phone confidence. And stick with me until the end, because there's one small trick I discovered by accident that changed everything for me. Not a tip, a real shift. I'll tell you about it later. Here's the thing nobody tells you. You don't need more vocabulary to sound confident on a call. You need 10 sentences. That's it. 10. Native speakers reuse the same simple patterns over and over, on every single call, in every single situation. Once your mouth knows them, your brain stops panicking. It just goes. So let's build them. I'll say a phrase 3 times. You repeat it out loud, every time, not in your head, out loud. Yes, even if your neighbor hears you talking to your phone like a lunatic. Trust me, they've heard weirder things through these walls. Hello, this is Emma speaking. Hello, this is Emma speaking. Hello, this is Emma speaking. How can I help you today? How can I help you today? How can I help you today? Could I ask who's calling, please? Could I ask who's calling, please? Could I ask who's calling, please? Give me 1 second, let me check. Give me 1 second, let me check. Give me 1 second, let me check. Sorry, could you say that again? Sorry, could you say that again? Sorry, could you say that again? Would you mind speaking a bit slower? Would you mind speaking a bit slower? Would you mind speaking a bit slower? Let me just note that down. Let me just note that down. Let me just note that down. Anything else you need help with? Anything else you need help with? Anything else you need help with? Thanks so much for calling. Thanks so much for calling. Thanks so much for calling. Take care. Bye for now. Take care. Bye for now. Take care. Bye for now. 10 sentences. Simple, polite, and exactly how real people talk. Nothing fancy. Nothing from a textbook written by someone who has never actually answered a phone in their life. Now, let's put them to work. Picture this. A guy named Leo needs to book a haircut before his sister's wedding. He's been putting it off for 2 weeks. Sound familiar? We all have that one task we avoid until it becomes an emergency. Mine is replying to emails. I once left one unanswered for so long, the sender probably assumed I had, I don't know, left the country. I hadn't. I was just scrolling through videos of dogs failing to catch treats. Anyway, Leo finally calls the salon. I'll play the receptionist. Listen first, then repeat every line after me, exactly like before. Good afternoon, Golden Scissors. This is Emma speaking. How can I help you today? Now I'll switch and play Leo, the caller. Repeat after me again. Hi there. I'd like to book a haircut, please. It's for this Saturday, if possible. Could I ask who's calling, please? This is Leo Martins. Thanks, Leo. Give me 1 second, let me check. We have 11 in the morning or 2 in the afternoon on Saturday. 2 in the afternoon works great for me. Perfect. Let me just note that down. Saturday at 2 for a haircut. Can I get a phone number? Sure, it's 447-221-90. Sorry, could you say that again? The line's a bit unclear. Of course. 447-221-90. Anything else you need help with? No, that covers it. Thanks so much for your help. Take care. Bye for now. And that's it. 10 sentences, 1 full, natural conversation, 0 panic. Did you notice how none of it sounded rehearsed? That's because it isn't, really. It's just those same 10 building blocks rearranged. This is what actual phone calls sound like, not a script, a pattern. How was the pace for you? Drop a 1 in the comments if it felt too fast, a 2 if it was too slow, and just write okay if it was just right. I read every comment, and it genuinely helps me adjust the next lesson for you. Now, here's where it gets a little harder and a little more fun. Real conversations need 2 people, and you need to feel comfortable being either one. So we're doing this scene twice, and the second time, you're playing my role. Don't just read along in your head. Say it out loud, even if it feels awkward. Awkward is fine. Awkward is actually the whole point of practice. Scene 2. Booking a table for dinner. I'll be the caller first. You be the restaurant. Hi, I'd like to book a table for tonight, please. It's for 2 people, around 8 o'clock. Could I ask who's calling, please? This is Sophia Reyes. Thank you, Sophia. Give me 1 second. Let me check. We have a table available at 8:15. Would that work? 8:15 is perfect. Thank you. Anything else you need help with? No, that's everything. Thanks so much for your help. Take care. Bye for now. Now switch. This time you're the caller. I'm the restaurant. Ready? Good evening, Bella Vista. This is Emma speaking. How can I help you today? Of course. Could I ask who's calling, please? Wonderful. Give me 1 second. Let me check. We have space at 7:30 or 9. Which suits you better? Perfect. Let me just note that down. Anything else you need help with? Take care. Bye for now. There you go. You just handled both sides of a real conversation. That's not a small thing. Most learners avoid this exact situation for years. You just did it twice, in 1 sitting, without even leaving your room. Feel that? Hold on to it, because that feeling is the whole point. Before you close this video, here are your 4 missions for today. 1. Repeat the 10 sentences 5 separate times, spread across your day. Morning coffee, lunch break, on your commute, before bed, wherever works. 2. Redo the haircut story until it flows as smoothly as mine did. No stopping, no stumbling. 3. Run both restaurant dialogues again, and this time, record yourself on your phone. 4. Don't obsess over your accent. Nobody's judging your vowels. What matters is whether people understand you, and with these 10 sentences, they will, every time. I've coached a lot of students through this exact fear, so let me guess a few of yours. You worry people speak too fast? That's exactly what "would you mind speaking a bit slower" is for. You worry you won't understand their accent? Sorry, could you say that again? Covers you completely. You worry you'll just freeze mid-sentence? Then you already have your opener memorized, and honestly, that's 90% of the battle. The rest is just breathing. If you know someone who avoids phone calls, texts instead of calling the doctor, or lets every unknown number ring out, tag them below. Let's get them started too. Okay, the trick I promised you. Here it is, and it's almost embarrassingly simple. Record yourself saying the dialogue, then actually listen back. Not once, 3 times. The first time, you'll cringe. Everyone does. Even native speakers hate their own recorded voice. The second time, you'll start noticing which words you rush. The third time, something shifts. You'll hear yourself sounding like, well, you, but the confident version. This one habit is what finally got me speaking like myself in English, instead of translating word by word in my head. It sounds too small to matter. It isn't. You might still feel a flutter of nerves before your next real call. That's fine. That's normal. It doesn't mean this isn't working. It means you're human, and humans get nervous before anything new, including me, before every single video I record. So here's my ask. Hit subscribe and tap that bell so you don't miss the next lesson, because we're doing this again tomorrow with a brand new scenario. And before you go, answer me honestly in the comments. What's the one thing that stops you from speaking English freely right now? Is it the fear of making mistakes? That blank, scrambled feeling in your head? Or just that wall that shows up the moment someone's actually listening? Tell me. I read every single comment, and I want to know exactly what to help you with next. See you in the next one.